Ladies and gentlemen, now it's too late with Alan Mosley.
Yeah! Oh my goodness. Guys, welcome back, everybody. Welcome back for another episode of It's Too Late. I am your host, Alan Mosley, joined as always by the number one producer in late night. It's Dave Willimowski. Dave! How are you doing? Well, that certainly answers that question, doesn't it? All right. Before we forget, time is a wasting. Remember all the way back like months ago, I said you guys have got to RSVP and you got to get your hotel rooms and all that stuff because you're going to run out of time, and then the live event's going to be here, and then you're going to have to sleep in my living room with Derek. Yep. Anyway, let me tell you, June 3rd, ladies and gentlemen, is the 5th annual It's Too Late live event. It's that time again.
It is.
So basically, it's the same as all the other ones, but this year with cinnamon rolls.
That sounds great.
Yeah. I mean, who doesn't? I have yet to meet a person who says, "Ooh, no, cinnamon rolls pass." Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay, buddy? You seem I don't know.
I'm doing better now.
Okay. Are you?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, well, I'm glad I checked in on you because I heard through the grapevine that somebody's getting ready for a birthday.
Oh.
Okay.
We bought them in bulk. We get a discount on those balloons.
Yeah, I wanted to do birthday. I wanted to do balloons for your birthday, but like it doesn't. It feels wrong to go buy more when we have so many of those. You know.
Yeah.
Like use the balloons you have at home first before you go buy more balloons. But you know, you got to do what's right for you. You know, get some information.
Yeah.
So what's it like to be turning the big 4-0?
Oh, I can't remember. I'm older than that.
Well, I was trying to flatter you.
No, that was sweet of you.
No.
I mean, if you do it, you say like 30 something. I mean.
Yeah, but I mean, Dave, come on.
Okay. Keep it within reason.
Yeah, your age keeps going down, but your children are like in their 40s now. Let me ask you this. This is a serious question. Actually, another one of my buddies from here in town actually did just recently turn 40. And I wouldn't say that there was a big party or anything. It's mostly just, hey, we're gonna have some steaks, and then just gonna hang around the house and whatever, play some games and spend some times with the kids or whatever. And he actually made the comment to me that I remember turning 30 and treating it like this is gonna be the last great bender I ever go on. And he doesn't remember turning 30, basically, is what I'm getting at. But then when he turned 40, he said, I really feel the same, but what I want is way different. And so it never even crossed his mind to go have another bender when he turned 40. It was more like, I'm just going to hang out at the house with everybody.
Yep. Yeah.
Does that strike a chord?
No, yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, like me and Mary both like a year apart, but still it was during the time of COVID, so we couldn't really hang out with our friends, which is great because I'm pretty antisocial and I got to do exactly what I want, just stay home.
I like how Mary was really sad when her party got.
Oh yeah, she was.
But,
I felt bad
but you're secretly happy, or not secretly. You just told her, Mary, I'm content.
Yeah.
We won't see anyone.
We created a beautiful home here, and it's all I want. Right.
All right. Let me give you an update. So last weekend, I drove up to Clarksville, Tennessee, to speak at the Libertarian Party convention for the state of Tennessee. And boy, so first of all, the aroma is exactly what you would expect it to be for a room full of libertarians. If you've ever played Magic the Gathering, so it's kind of but we talked a little bit about because people were asking me, Alan, what are you going to talk about? What are you going to say? And I talked a little bit about some of my pet peeves, like what grinds my gears, and talked a little bit about podcasts and what works and what doesn't work. But the big thing that I wanted to leave with everybody was that they should never let themselves be cowed into not saying the things that they want to say, that they believe in, what's in their hearts, because it's kind of like with comedians sort of practicing their craft. You're looking for the line and then you go over it anyway, because that's part of the game. Because it doesn't really take bravery to go along to get along. It takes bravery to speak the truth even when it's unpopular.
Wow. Well, that's actually really good. I mean, what was the audience reaction to that?
I don't know. I got kicked out of the convention for hate speech. A little fast on the draw, the audience was, I feel like, right there.
They were waiting for it.
I don't know. In sports news, everybody's favorite quarterback, Aaron Rodgers perhaps formerly of the Green Bay Packers, is back in the spotlight. Do we have a picture of Aaron Rodgers?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Yeah. That's him.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
That is him.
Is it?
Wait,
Rodgers has finally made his decision, ladies and gentlemen, and he revealed today that he plans to take his talents to the Big Apple by way of Rutherford, New Jersey, to play for the New York Jets. Rodgers seeks to join elite company by leading a second team to a Super Bowl while also being the second legendary Packer QB to ship off to the Jets. All he has to do now is defraud his home state of millions of dollars and show his penis to a reporter. Oh, man, it never gets old. In celebrity news, the Academy Awards were this past weekend, and Brendan Fraser won the Academy Award for Best Actor for his role in The Whale. Do we have a picture of Brendan Fraser?
Yeah, here, let me.
Yep, that's him.
Oh, he's looking great.
Yep. You know what was amazing about it is he makes his triumphant return to the stage. Because a lot of people don't realize this. A lot of people don't realize that the reason why he wasn't in movies for a really long time after kind of like being a huge star in like the late 90s, early 2000s was because he got blacklisted after he went public saying that he had been sexually assaulted by the president of the Hollywood Foreign Press at the time. And because he spoke out against that abuse, he got blacklisted in Hollywood. Didn't work for decades. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's what happened. And so when he finally comes back and he wins an award for Best Actor, and on the one hand, you're thinking to yourself, isn't it nice to have that whole big room of his contemporaries all cheering for him, like, good job, Brendan, welcome back. But on the other hand, that's a room full of people cheering for him that all knew exactly what was going on in Hollywood, just like he knew, except for they were all totally fine with it.
Yeah.
Makes you wonder if you would really appreciate all those applause from those people or not. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, yeah, there's no punchline there. Rape's not funny, y'all. So
I
was
looking for something. Yeah.
I was looking for something.
Nobody gives a shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, have you seen all this stuff in the news about all these bank failures and apparently there's runs on banks now because people are panicking. Have you seen all that?
Yeah, there's so many amazing memes.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you about something that never fails and doesn't give me the runs. That is Fox & Sons coffee, which you can find at foxandsons.com. Orders of over $25 get 18% off if you use code ITL. Shipping's always free over orders of $37.99. That's foxandsons.com. I've actually got...
What incredible.
I know. I've got the Den Blend light right here. And I was telling Dave right before the show, the bag is sealed. I closed it up. And yet every time you bump it, it's like one of those air fresheners where if you just push on it, it just...
Yeah.
It's amazing. I'm actually scared that when I run out, I won't be able to do this anymore. I won't be able to it's inside me now, you know? Yes. And I like it. So anyway, that's Fox & Sons coffee at foxandsons.com.
Great.
You know,
Good
Steve's
coffee.
trying to come down to June 3rd as well.
Oh, that'd be great.
Fox. Yeah. Basically, all of our sponsors are going to be there, and I think most of them have a bone to pick with you. So, yeah.
Right. Well, I'll be saying some stuff.
Yeah, we have a room set aside so that everyone can kind of
sort it out.
Commercial break?
Yeah, I can do that.
Guys, we're going to be back with the meme of the week in the viewer mail right after this commercial break. Don't go away. Welcome back to the show, everybody. I forgot to tell you, I actually have this little lanyard and
Oh
little
yeah.
ID badge from this past weekend that has my name on it in the little Libertarian Party logo or whatever. But
Ooh,
listen to this.
memento.
Let me tell you just how well put together and organized these folks are. So I show up Saturday afternoon and I'm supposed to be handed one of these, but they just hand me the card like I'm supposed to do something with it and say, "Sorry, we ran out of lanyards." Like, okay, you guys ran out of lanyards because so many speakers showed up. The people you invited and have, like, their names are in the program. So you know how many lanyards you need. And they ran out. Oh yeah, I said that, by the way, in my talk. We kind of glossed over that and kind of made a
You
whole
did.
joke about me getting kicked out of the convention. I actually didn't get kicked out, but I did say retard and fag. Um, yeah, I feel like it
We were
divided the
punished.
room, to be honest with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, though, and I actually said this literally at the place when some people were like walking out, is that the kind of people who would be offended by me saying a word are also the kind of people I don't want around. So it's really a win-win. I say a word, if you don't get offended, then I'm like, "Oh, cool. Hey, here we have a seat for you right here, sir." And if you do get offended and you show yourself the door, I'm like, "Oh, great. We didn't even have to physically remove them ourselves. They did it
So to speak.
kind of like how all those people do. They tend to remove themselves."
Yeah.
Um, I
Oh,
mean, the
oh.
data, the numbers are the numbers, Dave. Like, don't get mad at me. I'm not the one doing it. Um. So anyway, I'm sorry. That's not that right. Dave is in full. Look at this. Dave is in
Oh,
full panic mode right now because none of that's in the notes.
yeah,
He's
and
just
then the other half of my brain is like, hit the new button.
yeah. Um. Oh, so last week we were doing the community stream, and Dave and we got to talking about Pepsi making a new flavor where they take
Oh yeah.
Peeps for Easter. They take Peeps and make Pepsi Peeps, Peeps flavored Pepsi Cola. And we were like, you know what? We should get some. We should get some on Amazon and taste test it on the show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we've got the pep. Can we get a shot of this right here? This is the. Why is it piss yellow, by the way? But anyway,
Oh,
there's Pepsi Peeps.
it's got a green to it.
Eh, you think so?
But I mean, not in real life. Maybe
Yeah, I don't
the
know.
right angle. Yeah.
Wow, I got one of the miniature cans, and this can is as many calories as I've like eaten today. What the hell?
Yeah.
All right.
Actually, I'm not
Anyway,
allowed to drink this.
oh, you are now. If I'm gonna die of whatever is in this, we're going together.
All right.
So
Oh
all
yeah,
right,
yeah. So I do have mine too.
all right.
We ordered them on Amazon, and then I was at the grocery store the next day, and I'm like, oh, there they are. They're in the store. I could probably save like $5.
It smells like something. Is that good or bad?
Oh,
Right?
it's it's almost like a floral something, or I don't know. There's
Hmm. All right. Well, anyway, bottoms up.
all right. Oh, it tastes just like it smells. Wow, it's got some body to it, but not like in a good way.
That's pretty bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
that's
mean, it's
unpleasant.
exactly what they say. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Peeps flavored Pepsi, which is yeah. Just thinking about it, that's bad.
Yeah, like I'm not really a huge fan of marshmallows anyway, and definitely
Yeah.
not of Peeps. And if you thought to yourself, "Oh no, I dropped a Peeps in my Pepsi. Oh, that's weird. It dissolved." That's
Mhm.
that's what it tastes like.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
What's that terrible feeling I have now in the bottom of my mouth?
Oh, it
That's
stays there.
that's where it yeah, it's there now. It's a part of me.
Hmm. It's like a sugary throat scarf. I guess all scars are for throats, but I mean the inside.
Oh God. Oh, Keith is here. Keith,
No,
God, I sure hope you missed my review of the convention. Uh,
I'm gonna keep drinking it though.
I mean, yeah, I gotta finish it. You don't waste,
No, you
Yeah.
got a whole case of these.
How long does it take your body to digest things? Like just liquid.
Like, I don't know. I think food's like almost a day, isn't it?
Like I just drank it and I already feel ill.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
wait till it
unsettling.
hit. Wait till it hits the kidneys. That's the real fun.
I would throw it across the room like I always do my bottle, but I'm afraid it's gonna burn a hole in the floor. All right. Oh God, you can still smell it. Ugh. Anyway, well, you're
I
welcome,
bet you that's
everyone.
what peeps smell like. Yeah.
Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah, we did
Oh,
it so you don't have to.
all right. But ranking system. There's only two things to rank. Which was better, Hard Mountain Dew or Pepsi Peeps?
This this had like a better like crispness to it. Like the Mountain Dew tasted flat. But
I think that was just because that Mountain Dew was flat because it had been sitting there. I don't know.
but here I got the real test real quick.
Okay. Oh.
There's actually already a little bit in there. I don't want to
We need to have music for these types of things. Like you should be able
Yeah.
to play some music and do a
Oh, I'll get some
All right.
royalty free.
Okay.
It goes together, but not in a good way. It doesn't help.
Hmm.
But they they mingle nicely, but it's still like not better than it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Yeah, don't buy this.
Okay, well,
Oh,
for future reference, let's do these at the end of the show.
yeah. I was
I,
hoping the caffeine would help, but I think the side effects are going to be worse.
I feel bad. Ryan, so true. All right. Hey Dave,
Yes, Alan.
what time is it?
It's time for meme of the week. One of these days, I'm gonna like pick a voice, stick with it.
Inflation isn't real. Make things cheaper, or I will simply steal them.
Oh,
Yep.
who's that guy?
He's in the show The Boys. You ever seen that show?
Oh, I have to. Everybody's been talking about it.
No, you got to finish Castlevania first. Don't even.
I
I'm
gotta.
sorry I even brought it up. It's my mistake. And see, I got crumbs everywhere because I didn't do the thing where you crack it in the package. See, I
Oh,
don't listen. Even no one listens to me, including me. It's amazing. But we do have a bonus meme. Check out the bonus
oh.
meme. Transition to greatness. Wiener is gone. Somebody's got to get a hold of that man. You know?
Oh my gosh, I saw that one. That's hilarious.
Yeah. I would laugh more, but I feel like if I do, I'm going to present Pepsi Peeps to the audience. So, all right. Tonight's fortune is discover your companion's world. 2 worlds are richer than one. Hey, why don't you go fuck yourself, Chinese?
Uh,
Anyway,
Shut the fuck up. No one cares.
yeah, get him,
Know your
Dave.
fucking place. Trash.
Get him. They don't know. I don't know. Maybe I do support World War III. This is
I was about to say how good that one is, and then I forgot the context. Okay.
yeah, I don't know. If you're into the numbers are 7, 10, 23, 36, 29, 35.
Oh, good.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. What wasn't there one that was like really profound? I was gonna keep it.
Yeah, I
Now
remember it.
Yeah, now I can't remember. I don't know. I think I sent it to you or something.
No, it's probably in our chat.
Let's answer some viewer mail. This is so goddamn loud.
It's all like high tech and everything, and it
I know,
says
just
hot dog
that just
sandwich.
blew out my ears. Jesus. We got to get a producer for this show.
Yeah, what's going on with your audio?
Dude, I don't know. I'm both clipping and too quiet. It's amazing. All right. Tim Weissong writes, Dear Alan and Dave.
Oh,
If you could put a set of sensors on the outside of your car and laser guns so that you could play laser tag with other commuters, would you play? Okay. All right. So first of all, really quick, viewer mail is like, what's your favorite color? Not whatever that was. And second of
hearing
all,
you say it, I understand what he's saying now.
well, second of all, as someone who does a lot of driving, most people struggle to operate their motor vehicle just normally.
Yeah.
Not in inclement weather, not with laser guns, just parking. That's usually enough of a challenge for most people. So I think that's a pretty bad idea.
Yeah, you don't want general people trying to drift to hit somebody on their six. It's just that sounds dangerous.
Yeah. Well, because you know where it's gonna go is that someone's gonna shoot somebody else, say, "Ha ha, I got you," and then that person's gonna say, "Get this," and then unload. It's the laser guns are gonna be traded in for something else pretty damn quick. All right. Andrew Avery writes, Andrew's coming June 3rd. The curator of the London Pun Museum is gonna be here.
Oh.
Yes. June 3rd. So when you meet him in person, I feel that he's going to be under a lot of pressure because all 100 other people are going to be lined up saying, "Give me a pun," and he's going to have
Where's your puns, man? You're a funny guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow, what was that? You make it sound like there's going to be street toughs with chains and bats saying, "Oh, yeah, get the puns, it's a funny guy."
Yeah.
Jesus.
Tell me a joke.
I'm not sure you have the right impression of Colombia.
I
don't know.
What was that?
Well, I'll take you on a tour. It's not like that. Let's see. Ryan Seifert writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is your favorite Ottoman Empire cuisine?
Damn it.
I'm both proud of Ryan for looking things up so that he can look smart, but also sad for Ryan because he knows full well that he doesn't have an answer to that question. He doesn't even know what Ottoman cuisine would be. So,
I think it's duck heavy. I was looking through some of my recipes, and there's a lot of duck. Can't remember any of the names though; they're hard to pronounce.
Just really quick, Derek says, does Colombia have meth heads or crackheads? Why do you have to pick?
Oh, it matters.
Yeah, I mean both, but lean towards meth. But I mean we're a distribution facility.
Oh,
all right. Brooke Atkinson writes, "Oh, Brooke's gonna be here too." Yeah. Brooke Atkinson writes, Dear Alan and Dave, if you had the opportunity to walk on the moon tomorrow, would you take it? Dude, I would walk on the moon tomorrow even if it was a one-way trip.
No equipment.
Yeah.
Just firing you up there in a cannon.
Would you walk on the moon?
I don't know. It's like I don't even want to leave the continent. It makes me nervous. So I'd probably be a little sketchy on the moon. I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I definitely want to go to the moon because so few people have. But I definitely get what you like. Look, I hate traveling so much that once a year I have everyone I know come here.
I know, right?
Yeah, it's crazy. All right. Let's see. Aaron Kintner writes, Dear Alan and Dave, if animals could talk, which would be the most annoying and why?
You got something?
Probably fucking cats.
Oh.
Yeah, because they're full of shit, dude. Are you kidding me? Yeah, there's people in chat right now saying cats. Yeah.
Well, I think actually dogs. Like I think the cats would just give you the silent treatment all day. Dogs would just be all up in your business. Why are you getting up? Where are you going? Where are we going? Why are you leaving?
Mm-hmm.
Why you you know, it would just be that all day. Like it would be like having a toddler.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it comes from a place of like,
Oh.
like it's well wished. It's good spirited.
Mm-hmm.
With cats, you would just constantly hear under their breath like, "Oh, fat ass is coming this way,"
Oh.
or like,
Yeah, just picking you apart.
yeah. Well, I really like the chicken. Looks like we got beef again, huh? It'd be stuff like that all day. Yeah, all the time. You can't please them. It's literally impossible.
No.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yeah.
So my second answer, I guess, would be women, but the first answer is cats. Yeah.
Dogs.
Yeah. Let's see. Clay Davis writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, have you ever wondered if you're related to Genghis Khan?"
Oh, I heard about that guy.
No.
Hmm.
No, I've never.
Possible. I mean, he was
I've never
really
wondered.
good at procreating. But yeah, I never thought about it.
Yeah,
Or
so
wondered.
I'm not Asian.
You could be. Maybe a little bit. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, but if I was Asian, then like they would raise like the requirements on me to get into school and stuff. I don't want that. I'm just a dumb cracker.
I don't. Oh, okay. Yeah, it does work that way.
Mm-hmm. It does. Yep. It's Genghis Khan's fault.
Mhm.
All right. Patricia Marie writes, "Dear Alan and Dave, what are some of your favorite local spots that all the fans must see at this gathering in June?" Oh,
Oh,
okay. So first of all, everyone has to be here at least by the night before to go to the annual Poncho Supporter Summit, which is going to take place at Poncho's Place off of Bear Creek Pike in Columbia, Tennessee. You guys have finally gone to Poncho's. I go to Poncho's probably once a day, and no, I
everything in
don't.
moderation.
Yeah, I don't know. I usually go to Poncho's probably about once a week, actually. Like, not exaggerating. It's delightful.
Mm.
And I always get the chicken. I can't even talk anymore because of this fucking Pepsi.
I can.
Peeps. You hear
I
it?
noticed that, and I was gonna say something. And I'm like, they're ruining the show. Thanks, Pepsi. So if you want to sponsor us, hit Alan Mosley at alanmosley.tv.
I'm all proud of myself because so like all my homies are coming in June to visit me. I was like, well, I can't be a fat ass when all my friends are here. So I got back on the diet that I was on last year when I lost all that weight, and it's already paying dividends because I'm back in my black suit is both slimming because it's black, but it's also slimmer. So if you're a fat piece of shit, you can't wear it. So for like if you go like this is reeling back the curtain. If you go look at like the last 3 months of episodes, I'm wearing the navy pinstripe in every single one of them, and it was because I can't control myself.
Mm-hmm. And you don't deserve the slimming suit.
No, well, the suit rejected me.
Fine.
But we're back in it now, so there you go. So, on the one hand, this is the hard work of just starving yourself.
Mm-hmm.
But on the other hand, now I drank Pepsi Peeps, and I'm already feeling like tightness. Like
you're gonna be in the pinstripe suit by the end of the show.
Yeah, but I actually don't even know if it's from the vest or it's actually just like I'm just not able to fill my lungs the way I could 20 minutes ago. It's very weird. We'll give some updates on that. You know what I need? I need some Pat Crest Botanicals, which you can find at patcrestbotanicals.com. If you use promo code It's Too Late, you get 30% off.
What are they thinking? 30.
Yeah, 30% off. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on.
That's stupid. They're stupid.
I've actually, I was going to say I actually have some right here, but you'll notice I actually don't have some right here. This is the Delta 8 nighttime gummies right here. Can we get a shot of that? and then you can actually see. It's just.
Oh.
I haven't slept in 36. Yeah, no, 30. Yeah, 36 weeks. Yeah.
My goodness.
Because that's how long I've been out of the gummies, and we don't have enough Twitch subscribers for me to get more.
You know, there's that thing where you look up to one side and that's when they're lying, and you look up to the other side and that's where they're remembering.
Mm-hmm.
And so you really haven't slept in 36 days.
Yeah. Well, as you full well know, everything I say on this show is true. People think they're jokes.
Oh, so you really were just sitting there staring at the wall and thinking,
yeah.
Oh man,
yeah,
that's horrifying.
You know what's okay? Let's take a moment. You know what's crazy is I don't like, as the host of the program, I don't know how to feel, because on the one hand, I'm trying to entertain people, and all I do is tell the truth. And so when we do have a really good show, like, you know how you hit it, and you and me are like, oh, that was a good one, and you know, let's make some highlight videos. It'll be great.
It's been a
But
while.
if I was just telling the truth about my own life and experiences, and that's what really entertained people and made them laugh, then doesn't that just mean people are laughing at me in my life?
They're laughing with you.
No, don't you?
Oh wait, no, that's if you're doing a bit, that's where the laughing with goes.
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
I mean, the bits are the truth as well. We just use funny pictures. Everything is true. Yeah. I don't know. Especially what we said about Pepsi Peeps. That shit's gross.
Oh.
Yeah. I literally just downed that bottle of water, and I can feel my throat closing again.
It foams up like right at the top of your throat.
All right. Had that problem before, Dave? All right. Lyle Durio writes, Dear Alan and Dave. Oh, Pat Chris Botanicals, patchrisbotanicals.com. All right. Lyle Durio writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what is a common theme in social media posts that you can't stand?
Oh.
What's a common theme in social media posts that you can't stand?
I don't know. I guess everybody's an expert. Like, nobody has any questions about what's going on. They know, and they're there to tell you. That kind of bugs me.
Okay, related to that is people who want to rush in to give an answer, like even when it wasn't a question. It's like it's the nobody asked you anything. Why are you here talking to me about seed oils? You know. You know, you see, you know I'm telling the truth though. That's why you reacted that way, because you know.
Because you need to know. You don't even know that you need to know about seed oils.
Yeah. Like one of my buddies the other day, I'm not gonna name who Mike Meharry is, but he was talking about doing some working out, trying to stretch the old joints and loosen the muscles and all that. And there was like 86 people in the chat that were like, "Have you tried weed? What about CBD?" And you could see in digital form Mike's patience wearing thin. So like for the first person, he said, yes, I actually have a marijuana card in Florida and I take CBD every day. And then for the next one, it was like copy paste. And then the third one, it was, yeah.
You're not trying it right.
Yeah. And then the fourth one was a blue thumbs up. And the fifth one was blocked. Like that's
wow.
Yeah. Yeah. We got to block more people. I tell people that I actually told people that this past week at the convention too. That
I remember you telling me that right away.
Just block everyone you don't like, and whoever say anything.
I barely knew who you were.
Yeah, block everyone who's ever said anything you didn't like ever.
I didn't even ask, and you were telling me to just block everybody.
Yeah, it's because I could see your digital self's patience wearing thin. All right. Let's see. Gary Dykstra writes, Gary's going to be here this year.
Oh, good dude. Yeah.
Yeah, right?
You got to meet Gary.
Well, now I feel bad because I skipped Lyle. Lyle's also going to be here.
Oh, yes.
But that's old hat. Lyle's here every year. You guys are posers. Lyle is here every year.
Lyle actually is integral to setting up the show.
Yeah, well, does it come? We have to cancel. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Gary Dykstra writes, Dear Alan and Dave, if you could own any exotic animal as a pet, what animal would you pick and why? Cougar. What about you? Yeah, all the way. We
I
have
thought
them
I'd have
here.
a second to think. Well, really?
Yeah, I want
Yeah,
I want a mountain lion as a pet.
Okay.
Mhm.
Is that like all the same thing, like bobcat, mountain lion, cougars? Is that
Bobcats
just...
are bobcats and they're smaller. Mountain lions and
Oh.
cougars are the same thing, and they're big kitties.
Well, little kitties are already terrifying. I can't imagine having a bigger one.
Yeah, you don't want a
Oh.
big one. You want a little one.
What would I
You know what I'm
want?
saying?
Any?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
I don't have an answer for this. I saw a fox the other day. That was pretty cool. It's like a cat dog.
I don't feel like that's exotic enough.
Yeah. Let me think.
Okay, let me tell you this though. There's two reasons why I really want to have a cougar as a pet. Number one is, did you know that cougars are the biggest cats that can purr? Because there is a cutoff line where a certain size cat and up can roar but not purr, and a certain size cat and down can purr but not roar. Cougars can purr like big kitties.
Still terrifying.
They might it might hurt you, but you
Yeah.
you gotta make it happy. We've all been there, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to upset it. Yeah.
Mhm.
Have some band-aids around. You know what it would be? It would be like one of those little monkeys, like the little ones, because I don't want like the ones that throw feces and rip off your hair. Even the little ones might throw feces, but I still think that'd be really cute. You could set them up in like a little Barbie house or something, pretend it's a little person. I think that'd be fun.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't want anything bigger than like one of the ones that can sit on your shoulder, because anyone bigger than that,
Yeah.
they like to grab your balls and rip them off.
I've heard that.
Yeah, that's their
No joke.
That's their
Yeah.
go-to. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're
You're
trying
not breeding anymore.
They're
He's
trying to end your line.
alpha. It's literally true.
Yeah.
Heard that.
Yeah, they're pretty gangster.
Yeah, that is pretty gangster.
All right. So apparently Dave wants to get a vasectomy monkey, and I'm getting a big kitty. All right. We're expecting that shit, were you, Gary? All right. Keith McQuarrie writes, Dear Alan and Dave, given the option, would you move to Mars knowing you couldn't come back? Have you noticed a theme that most of our audience wants us to leave the planet?
Yeah, they're trying to send us into space.
Yeah. Not even just away, but forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like they don't delete your server. Just go.
Yeah. Far enough away that you can't return is yes. Okay, so honestly, Keith, my answer is pretty much the same as it was before. If the question was, would you move to Mars knowing you couldn't move back? So the first answer is yes, and the second answer is yes, and you wouldn't even have to give me any gear. Fuck it, I don't want to live anyway. Yeah.
Load them in the cannon.
Yeah. Going to Mars. Yeah.
Yeah, my answer is the same too. I'm cool right here.
All right. The Skype delay is going to be massive when you're trying to produce the show.
Yeah, take your camera with you.
Yeah. You're going to have to just get on and just start hitting buttons and then hope that when the show's on,
That they line up.
yeah.
I don't think anybody will notice.
Yeah. But yeah, I'd go to Mars. I'd go to Mars tonight. Right now. All right. Eric Eli writes, Dear Alan and Dave, what song comes on the radio that your spouse likes that you better not change? Uh-oh. Is there a song that can come on the radio that if you change it, Mary's going to get upset?
Pretty much anything from the 80s. If Wham comes on, I should just probably go do something else.
Wow.
Yeah. She's gonna have a moment.
I was gonna say anything from T Swift. You got any Swifties in chat?
I love T Swift.
Oh, you guys. Oh, you love T Swift. I was gonna ask
I
you.
do.
I was gonna ask you if you had any Swifties in your house. Apparently, it was you all along.
It is me. I'm the Swiftie.
Wow.
I like to shake it off, you know?
I feel like she'd be sticky. I don't know. Marilyn
Yeah.
Wilimowski writes, Dear Alan and Dave,
Uh-oh. Oh, yeah.
what do you do when you've overeaten and feel uncomfortably full? I feel just that way from one can of whatever the fuck this is. I
Yeah.
really don't feel good.
And it's a small can. What is it's 7.5 ounces.
Yeah, right? This is nothing. All right. Dave, what do you do when you've had too much to eat? As he finishes his can. Jesus, Dave.
Well,
oh my god.
I'm not gonna. Oh my gosh, it's doing it to me.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you're fucked
Oh
now.
my God.
It's over. Yep. Yep.
It sits right there. Okay, that was weird. All right. First of all, sweatpants. Right to sweatpants, and then just kind of lay on the bed and watch TikTok. Try to be on whatever position is least uncomfortable. I hope that helps.
Yeah. I haven't actually had that feeling in a long time. But I will be having that feeling the weekend of June 3rd, though. It's gonna be
Gonna
rough.
be lit.
Yeah, it's gonna be great, but June 4th is gonna be rough. The night of June 4th. Well, actually, more like the morning of June 5th, because we're going to be eating Waffle House on June 4th, and then Gary's going to say, I didn't get here in time. Can we go back to Poncho's? So we'll go to Poncho's that night.
Yeah.
And then the morning of June 5th, I'm going to go to the hospital. And finally this evening, D3 writes, Dear Alan and Dad, what is the best Hostess product? Isn't that like the little snacks? Like,
Yeah, little snack cakes.
yeah. What's your favorite Hostess product?
It's always a competition between. Well, actually, there's three of them. You got the Swiss cake rolls. Well, actually, that's Little Debbie. Ho-Hos. That's what they call them. Ho-Hos, Twinkies, or the little chocolate cupcakes. But I think it's always going to be Ho-Hos. They're the most like decadent. Because if I'm going to eat something like that, it's gonna be worth it.
Yeah, Ryan's correct. Raisin cream pies. That is the answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know who makes what. I'm pretty sure it's also Little Debbie. I feel like we're just gonna substitute Little Debbie in here for Hostess. I like the oatmeal cream.
Oh,
cookies.
oatmeal cream pies. Yeah.
Yeah, I like those.
Yeah, those are pretty good.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say
harder.
on the show what things I like because they'll stop making them. But those are everywhere, so I'm pretty sure they won't stop making those. I mean, fingers crossed. But
Yeah, I don't. Does Hostess make a version of that? Because I know that's Little Debbie.
who makes
That's
Twinkies?
what we always got. That's Hostess.
You know the thing about Twinkies is like it's the most famous thing that they make. Like everyone jokes, like every joke is Twinkies, but when you think you want one, right? Like you
There's
think
not a
you
lot
want one,
there. Yeah,
and then you have one, you're like,
it's a vanilla cream sponge.
yeah, I just ate a sponge. Yeah, they're mediocre at best. You don't love them, you love the thought of them. My life is in shambles when I'm making these types of like observations about Twinkies.
Yeah, we'll die on this hill too. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I saw this guy eat like a Twinkie hot dog or some crazy shit.
Oh
one
yeah, I
time.
did that Twinkie wiener sandwich.
Yeah. How was that?
Sweet and savory. I enjoyed it.
Okay, but before we take our next break, was it better than just a Twinkie?
I think it is because I'm not like a real
Wow.
big sweet person. I would prefer like a burger or something like that. So it hit that spot too. So it's a Twinkie cut in half, well, like a hot dog bun with a hot dog in it, and then cheese. What is it? Easy cheese on top.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Imagine the Hostess company watching this show right now saying they think that putting a hot dog on a Twinkie is better than a Twinkie.
It's an improvement. Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know. It sounds like a them problem, not an us problem. I don't know.
Yep.
We've reached that part of the show where we have a whole other segment to do, but it's kind of like over, you know? So, I mean, I guess we could just go to the segment and just sort of see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see what happens.
All right, we're going to be back to talk about what are we talking about? I mean, it's not like we have a guest or anything.
Oh.
Could you imagine if we had a guest for this? Jesus.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to figure out what we're going to do. Oh,
hot
yeah,
sauce.
I had a whole other segment prepared. Yeah, that's right. Guys, we're going to be back to talk about one of my hometown heroes right after this commercial break. Take it away. Your ad could be playing right now, reaching thousands of potential customers. Sadly, it's not, but it could be. Find out how to be an advertised sponsor for It's Too Late with Alan Mosley. Email us at info@alanmosley.tv. Still, I might need to drink some of this shit.
Yeah,
to
do
get
a
rid
shot
of
of that.
Yeah.
That'll clear.
Guys, let me tell you about tonight's last sponsor, which is the Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, which you can find at TN. Danny's going to be here.
Yes.
Danny's going to be here. Yeah. He was the guy. He was the guy who gave me the lanyard because he gave me his lanyard because they ran out and was like, "Here, man, you're going to be like on stage and stuff. You should just have mine."
Yeah.
And I was like,
at least look like you belong there.
Yeah. Right. All right. The Tennessee Hot Sauce Company, which you can find at tnhotsauceco.com. If you use promo code It's Too Late, you get 10% off, according to the people in chat. That's where we're at.
Whole show
yeah.
rides on and Aaron.
Yeah. This is the garlic habanero, which is actually my personal favorite. So I really like garlic anyway, and.
Yes.
Like, you know how sometimes stuff, like you'll have like garlic bread, but you're like, I don't even taste any garlic. They just put butter on this and called it an Italian name. That's, This is legit. There is a lot packed into this sauce right here. Oh, look at that. And on this side, you can see right here, it's actually right in the middle. Can we get, look at that. It's actually right dead set in the middle in between personable and problematic. In perfect balance, as all things should be.
Yes.
You see, we're just we're just trying to burn the clock at this point so that we don't have to do any more content. That's what's happening. It's a tnhotsauceco.com promo code. It's too late. I'm gonna try a thin mint to see if that'll help.
Oh, you got him. It happened. Now that I think about it, is it really going to help? Maybe the abrasive factor will like tear down some of the peep.
Oh no, it's making it worse.
Okay, that's what I thought it was. I was just trying to be optimistic.
I'm gonna die happy though.
That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Doing what you
No,
love.
I'm not. Everybody knows I'm not gonna die happy. Come on. All right. It feels really awkward to make the transition now to the final segment because it's like it's supposed to be this is the serious segment of the show, and this whole show's just been a clusterfuck up to this point.
Yeah, beautiful.
Monologue was pretty dope though. Yeah. Everything went to shit because of the damn Pepsi Peeps. We gotta find better things to taste test on the show.
It's still doing that thing to your throat.
I know. I can't.
You're right. I'm glad I don't have to talk.
Yeah, no, that sound you're hearing is what they doctors refer to as the death rattle.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
That's
That's my windpipe closing.
oxygen fighting to get through. Okay.
Yeah. All right. So one thing I wanted to share with you guys before we call it a night is because everyone's going to be here in Columbia in June for the big event. And we didn't really have time last year for like any of us to pile in and go take a quick tour around town. Most people just stayed either in the Waffle House parking lot or in their hotel room. And I mean, that's fair. But did you know that we actually have a Congressional Medal of Honor winner that was from Columbia, Tennessee?
Oh,
We actually had a president that lived in Columbia, Tennessee, too. But
I saw
presidents. Yeah, James K. Polk, right? It's crazy.
Anybody knows who that is.
So we had a guy from Columbia, Tennessee, who won the Congressional Medal of Honor. And 3 years ago on this very day, March 15th of 2019, I wrote an article talking about that guy. And it was published by Lou Rockwell. Lou Rockwell published this article for me. Yeah, so I get to write newsletters too. So anyway, if you take an hour drive down the I-65 corridor from Nashville, you end up in Columbia. Of course, Columbia is not quite the sleepy southern town that it used to be because all these commies keep on showing up to our town. But it does have a handful of claims to fame to save itself from being just a complete afterthought. Of course, Columbia is known as the mule capital of the world. Oh my God, Mule Capital is April 1st, or the first week of April. So Mule Day is here, like in a couple of weeks. If you guys want to come down early, it's fine.
That's so exciting.
Yeah, Mule Day is almost here.
See, if you would have died right there, you would have died happy.
Yeah.
Thinking of Mule Day.
Do you think that when Mule Day gets here, I should do like one of those lives like we did for the boiled custard, where I just go out around town during Mule Day?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll think of something.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to experience it.
Of course, President James K. Polk. The Polk home is here in Columbia. But we also had a Congressional Medal of Honor winner. I want you to talk to you a little bit about a guy named John Harlan Willis. It actually has a bridge named after him across the Duck River. Nearly 40 of the 3,503 individuals who have been awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor are natives of Tennessee. And one of them, John Harlan Willis, he was born in Columbia in 1921. He graduated from my high school, Columbia Central High School, in 1940. Only a short 64 years before me.
Yeah.
I remember walking by this display case they had in the school every day that had a picture of him in it, along with the citation and stuff and his award and all that. Yeah, he was kind of like this baby-faced. Look at him, he's a dope. It's like, what are you doing, man? You don't go to war. Come on now. Yeah, with this little mischievous grin, like, I'm going to get me some Japs. So he actually wanted to be a doctor. Because he really wanted to help people more than hurt them. I mean, he wasn't one of these pussies like that one guy from the movie that like wouldn't carry a gun. He wasn't gay like that, but you know. But it was no surprise that when World War II started, he found himself taking up the role of pharmacist mate first class in the U.S. Navy. He enlisted in 1940, received naval recruit training in Norfolk, Virginia, before moving on to hospital corpsman training at Naval Hospital in Portsmouth. By 1944, he'd spent most of the war healing rather than hurting. He was transferred to the 3rd Battalion, 27th Marine Regiment, 5th Marine Division. He was sent to the Pacific Theater. And the last day he had on this earth, he was on the island of Iwo Jima, February of 1945. I want to read for you really quick some of his official citation, because it literally sounds like something straight out of a Steven Spielberg film. This is what really happened. And in case you're wondering, gosh, I want a Congressional Medal of Honor. How do I get one of those? Let me tell you. While in the process of aiding a number of his fallen comrades during the fierce fighting near the Japanese-held Hill 362, Willis was struck by shrapnel from a nearby grenade explosion and ordered to abandon his charges and fall back to the safety of an aid station. After receiving some bandaging of his wounds, but before being given leave to return to action, Willis snuck out of the hospital and made his way back to 362 to resume treating Marines who were suffering significant casualties. While administering plasma to the wounded, Japanese forces began to litter his position with hand grenades. He picked up the first to land in close proximity and hurled it back at the foes atop the hill. He then grabbed another and another until he had returned 8 grenades back at the Japanese position. Unfortunately, the 9th one he couldn't get off in time.
I'm going to say like dodgeball champion.
Well, he wasn't dodging them. He was catching them and throwing them back.
That's what you do. Yeah.
The 9th grenade exploded in his hand, killing him. Inspired by the scene before him, Willis's companions rallied from their entrenchment, and despite being outnumbered and charging uphill, they launched the attack that would ultimately repel the enemy. The medal citation ends with the statement, "His exceptional fortitude and courage in the performance of duty reflect the highest credit upon Willis and the U.S. Naval Service. He gallantly gave his life for his country." But I take a little bit of exception with just that last part. What he did was unquestionably selfless and heroic. We would all be lying if we'd say we would do the same thing he did. But did he really give his life for his country? Did he race back to the front, dodging fire and explosions in order to please his country with his sacrifice, or rather that he could be the difference to his friends returning home safely? Perhaps we can find some answer in this photograph right here, which shows his widow, Winfrey Willis, holding her baby boy in one hand and taking her husband's posthumous medal in the other from the Secretary of the Navy. Does she look like a woman content to know that her husband's violent death somehow contributed to protecting America from an enemy it provoked in the first place? Or rather, a physically and emotionally exhausted single mother and family who would hand the medal right back if it meant that John could be hoisted in the air by his namesake? I tend to think if he were here today, he would tell you that if indeed his life were destined to be extinguished on Iwo Jima that day, then he wasn't giving his life for his country, but rather he was giving it to save others. John Harlan Willis was laid to rest in Rose Hill Cemetery, which we can drive by that. It's right near downtown. There's a bunch of Confederate soldiers in it. Just a couple of blocks north of the courthouse. He sits today among Civil War soldiers, a handful of congressmen, a senator, and even a NASCAR driver. The hallowed burial ground, the honors, the memorial halls, and medical centers, and even a destroyer, the USS John Willis, are a bad trade for a devoted husband and father. By the way, Winfrey Willis never remarried.
Oh.
They were kids when they got married, and he
Yeah,
died in
that
1944. She died like right around the year 2000.
Wow.
And she never remarried. Yeah.
She was a looker.
He wanted to be a doctor. It might be a stretch to hope that he would have cured cancer had he survived the war, though he would have been valued all the same. A man who would brave bullets and shrapnel time and again, practically defenseless, in order to give a wounded man some plasma sounds like someone who would have made for an excellent neighbor. But we'll never know what sort of family the Willises could have produced, the kind of physician he could have become, nor the sort of compassionate presence he could have brought to the community. And so the real tragedy of the tragic war hero is not in what he managed to accomplish, but rather in what he was never afforded the chance to. I'm so proud of you for not hitting the laugh react right then. I felt like in that silence you would hit a button and it would get really awkward, and then
I had to disconnect. Like
yeah. Yeah. All right. Commercial break?
Yes.
We'll be back to wrap up the show right after this. Stick around. If you're enjoying tonight's show, consider supporting the program by becoming a member of our Patreon. That's over at patreon.com/Alan Mosley. Like our Facebook page. It's facebook.com/Alan Mosley TV. You can follow me on Twitter. Twitter.com/AlanMosleyTV. Subscribe to our YouTube page. It's youtube.com/AlanMosleyTV. Also, we're on Odyssey. Go and support his free speech platform. It's odyssey.com. It's Too Late with Alan Mosley or Alan Mosley TV. But if you're more of a listener than a watcher, get us on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, and more thanks to Anchor FM. It's anchor.fm/Alan Mosley TV. Also, don't forget Fox & Sons Coffee. Use code ITL and get 18% off orders of $25 or more. Shipping's always free over orders of $37.99. It's foxandsons.com.
Ooh.
Well, Dave, it's your birthday. You have the floor. You have a final thought?
No, that was a fun show. I'm glad that it went well, so I didn't have to be reprimanded on my birthday. So that was nice. Had a lot of fun tonight, and then we did the whole sad story. Good.
Yeah,
it was good.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Your actual birthday is like Friday, though, isn't it?
Yeah, St. Patty's Day.
Ooh, nice.
Starting a 3-day weekend. I haven't had a day off in over a month.
Nice, dude. So what are you looking forward to most for your birthday?
Well, just, hanging out with my family. Just having some time here. Feeling special. Everybody makes me feel special. If I do go out, everybody makes me feel special because everybody's out partying, but it's also my birthday, so I usually get a free drink somewhere.
Ooh.
But yeah, just hanging out. Maybe we'll make some Reubens or something.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've been saying for like 2 weeks now I was going to do something special for your birthday. I sent you a tweet.
Did you?
Yeah. There you are then. Don't say I never got you anything.
All right. Well, that's
yeah. Actually, I told Mary I was gonna say something really nice just to make you feel awkward and then quit the show.
That would be a great gift.
Yeah. Okay. You know what, Dave? Many years from now, when your kids are all grown up and they're off in the world and they've started their own families and all that, they're going to look back and they're going to think of all the good times. And they're going to remember how hard their dad worked for them.
Oh.
Yeah. And that's going to inspire them and encourage them to do more and to be more for their loved ones. Now that is a gift.
Were you calling me a good dad?
I mean, they're still alive, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Better than average.
Yeah. If anything, I think you're feeding them too much because they got a lot of energy at night.
They do.
You gotta see if they didn't have enough calories to properly function, then they would want to sleep more.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just throwing that out there. Guys, thank you so much for watching another episode of It's Too Late, and we will see you next week.
Oh. Well then. Oh, Mary's asking. She wouldn't ask if she didn't want it.
Wow. All right.
After party. She said after party in the chat for the listeners.
Yeah. No, it's it's fine. Yeah, I guess we'll have one. Sure, fuck it. I think I'm gonna actually. You know what? I think I'm gonna change clothes, and I think I'm gonna grab another Pepsi.
Oh. So we're doing this tonight.